So you're saying for sacrifices they sometimes throw like livestock?
Yeah, can cow go.
Cows?
Yeah.
How does a cow fall into that?
They usually they'll tie the house in bamboo or something like that, and then they throw.
Oh my goodness. So I'm like a monkey stand right now. So we reached the base of Mount Bromo, and my hotel is right behind me, the one we're staying at. There's a restaurant right next to us. The entrance to Mount Bromo is that green gate in the distance, if you can see that. This place is a lot colder than I expected it to be, which makes sense because this is at 2,500 meters, I believe. So for dinner today, we got some Javanese fried rice, which is pretty delicious. And our hotel room was pretty cool though. The view was pretty great from our hotel room. My mom doesn't like it though because it's too cold and it doesn't have heating, but her biggest complaint is that she has to walk down 5 flights of stairs to get down there. Ready for Mount Bromo? We're on King Kong Hill right now, which is higher than Mount Bromo. And it's 4:44 a.m. and we're waiting to see sunrise right next to Mount Bromo, which is arguably the biggest attraction in East Java. After that, we're gonna go for a hike on Mount Bromo. When I say we, I mean me and my guide, because my mom's gonna stay in the jeep because she's too tired from yesterday and eating. The fumes are rising from the volcano and going all the way into the sunrise. My mom wants to be in the video so she can prove that she was actually at the spot. And right over there in the middle we have Mount Bromo. It's the shortest one, but it's an active one and you can see the fumes coming out of it. To the right of it, in front, it's Mount Batuk, which is a dormant volcano. And all the way in the back, which is pretty far from here, is Mount Semeru, which is the highest volcano in Java at 3,600 meters. According to our guide, Chayo, it's erupting every 20 to 40 minutes, but people apparently still make it to the top, so you could probably find some cool YouTube videos on that one too. Interestingly, this whole thing, you see like a big clearing. All of this used to be inside Mount Bromo, probably 1 million years ago, and then it exploded and became the shorter one that it is today. And these smaller mini volcanoes popped up, none of which are nearly as big as Mount Bromo used to be though. The name Bromo comes from the Hindi word Brahma, which is the creator god. So if you look closely, right on the base of Mount Bromo, at the center of this video right now, you can see a building which is a temple where people come to worship the volcano. If you've heard about people dying in volcanoes in Indonesia, the reason the people died was because they were worshipping by the volcano. They were worshipping the volcano. Sun's finally out of the clouds. But now the clouds are in front of the volcanoes. My mom wanted to stay back at the Jeep, so we're still talking about how we should just left her there instead of bringing her along.
I've been spending out the time, couple women by my side. I got sinning on my mind, sipping on red wine. I've been sitting here for ages, ripping.
Just got off the Jeep and we're headed to Mount Bromo to actually hike up to the crater. To our right is Mount Batuk, which is a dormant volcano, but it looks very much like a volcano from a cartoon. That's exactly how I'd expect a volcano to look like, except this one's not active. So volcano stone, but when was the eruption?
The last eruption 2010.
Oh, okay, it's from back then.
So at that time,
yeah,
the volcano had pyroclastic eruption, so all the materials came up and came down.
Yeah.
Some of them they came out here.
How far did it go? The farthest?
It was close for 1.5 kilometers away.
So here's the Hindu temple that they built at the base of Mount Bromo.
I've been looking for love I'd find her in a bottle. God, make me another one. I'll be feeling this tomorrow. Lord, forgive me for the things I've done. I was never meant to hurt no one. I saw scars upon a broken-hearted lover. Oh, no, no, don't leave me.
Instead of going up the stairs, we're taking a little shortcut. Thanks to Chaya. The shoes don't have much grip though, so it makes it a little more interesting.
Wanted to free my mind. This is how it ends. I feel the chemicals burn in my...
Wow. Took around 30 minutes. I finally reached the top of Mount Bromo. Behind me is the volcanic fumes that you can see. Looks pretty cool. So one of the cool things about Mount Bromo is that this is considered a religious place by a lot of people who believe in Hinduism. So there's a temple at the bottom, and people actually make sacrifices to the gods by throwing things into the volcano, which involves food. Apparently it also involves livestock sometimes. So
The Hindu people in Bali, they also put Ganesh statue in front of their house to protect the house from the bad demon.
it's because he is the god of wisdom.
Yes.
Is that why?
And also god of the protection as well.
God of protection as well.
Yeah.
So you're saying for sacrifices they sometimes throw like livestock?
Yeah, can cow go?
Cows?
Yeah.
How does a cow fall into that?
They usually they'll tie the house in bamboo or something like that, and then they throw.
Oh my goodness. Apparently they also offer coffee and cigarettes to the gods by throwing it straight into that crater. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Calling out across the line, all the voices in my mind. Calling out across the line, all the voices in my mind. Calling out across the line. Tell me when it kicks in. Calling out. That's so scars upon it. Tell me when it kicks in. Calling out. Broken heart. Tell me when it kicks in.
Going off-roading again with Chahia. Okay, so that's a wrap for Bromo. Now we're gonna head to Yogyakarta. First we're gonna have to drive to Surabaya because we gotta catch a flight from there. This was definitely my favorite thing that I've done in Indonesia so far. Right after getting mobbed by monkeys, because I don't think anything else I'll do here will beat that. So with me is Chahio from Java Amazing. Make sure you look them up and hit them up if you want the best tour ever. They're pretty good at helping us avoid rain. And very patient with us too, because we're probably the worst people to travel with.
And I saw scars upon it. Tell me when it kicks in. Broken heart.